Yeah.
It's this game. It's like it looks like super cutesy, but it's also like it has like a lot of dark themes. It's kind of like a game where it merges like the character art style is like cutesy, but the themes of it are really dark. I think you can turn like if the followers die, you could turn them into food.
Yeah, and then have the grapes and stuff for it.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like? It looks like
Raging?
Terraria. Well, looking off of it, I don't know.
Oh, that's you're looking at the art style. The art style. Hold on, this is what the game actually looks like. This is like a.
Yeah, you have a whole world.
Yeah, and it has a multiplayer mode. I was playing it with
You know, we were really good at Splatoon.
I haven't gotten. I thought, isn't the newer one only for the Switch 2? Splatoon 3?
I think so. I need to get a new Switch. I need a bunch of consoles. I'm outdated. As you can see, the only new console I have is the PlayStation 5. Yeah, my Nintendo Switch is it's pretty old.
You know, I was gonna say I could have still had my Wii, because I was gonna say, when I remember when we were about to throw out the Wii, like a long time ago. I was like, we should keep it. Like, this was like when I was little. I didn't even think about like modding or anything like that. But now that I'm like a little bit older, I'm like, oh, I could have modded it. I could have modified it. So.
It really looks like a retro. I don't know if you have retro too. I think they have something.
I also wanted to. My old Switch, unfortunately, kind of like broke a little bit. I was gonna mod it, but then it broke because it was one of the first edition ones. Because you can't mod the newer Switches. You can only mod like the first edition, and I had the first edition. But like there was like little metal pieces for the SD card port, and it kind of just like fell out. And the metal.
Glad to have you with us from Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Temple Owls and the ECU Pirates. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with Temple's head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Pirates ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run inside. It's Smith. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw. Under fire. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's reeled in. It's Hardy. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football.
Caught, and he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Gain of 20. 1st down for the offense.
And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Running inside, it's Smith. Oh, what a move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their 1st drive of the game is working to perfection.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll operate out of split backs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
On the run, it's Allen. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Maybe some room here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
East Carolina, 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Running to the left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this defense has had an elite first half. Kept them off the scoreboard. They've put a drive together right before the half. Talk about some momentum. Hold them to a field goal here on this 3rd down. Don't let them get a touchdown. They've played so well this first half.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on third. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 95, set to kick this one off.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The run inside. It's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. And that's a live ball behind the line. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the first.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Temple! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Might have a chance. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And if the kicker can put 1 through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
With the catch, it's Hardy. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He's looking to pass. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Tackled there by the defense. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Throws it deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Scarlet Knights, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive.
It gets...
There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right...
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Makes the catch. It's great. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They want to run it left here. Good. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pirates. And that one will give them the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing and now breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play. the drive start. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go right back to him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to run for it. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for room, it's Gray. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Buying some time as he moves left. Makes a connection. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. He might want another play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. And his throw is incomplete.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Pressure coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Pirates will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Pirates will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for space. It's Gray. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. All business today for this ball club.